to stop me from turning the wheels of fate? Very well.
Vivid high-velocity chaos defines Post-Void, an unrelenting shooter built for pure instinctive play. A frantic runner clenches an idle, draining vital energy every second, forcing a desperate forward assault through surreal corridors. The rhythm stays incredibly fast, rewarding aggressive movement and precise kills to sustain life while pushing toward each exit. Strategic perk selections between stages allow specialized builds, encouraging variety across countless attempts. Psychedelic visuals and a driving soundtrack heighten the intensity, creating a polished test of nerve. A haunting gothic elegance defines Hunt the Night, an action-adventure set in a world swallowed by eternal darkness. Celine, a determined hunter, stalks a cursed land to confront ancient evils and restore lost light. Play moves with deliberate tension, blending careful exploration with sharp combat that rewards precise timing and calm decisions. Skill progression, weapon customization, and hidden paths provide genuine depth. Exquisite hand-painted art and a somber score enrich the atmosphere, while formidable boss encounters test composure and mastery. Time bends within a masked ball where every second holds the weight of a life. In the Sexy Brutale, a priest trapped in a recursive loop observes a lavish masquerade to prevent a series of grisly murders. The flow stays thoughtful and observant, rewarding patience and meticulous study of clockwork routines to gradually alter fate. Unique abilities gained from saved guests and hidden passages through the grand estate reward thorough exploration. Elegant Art Deco visuals and a jazzy score shape a refined, sophisticated mystery. Saltsea Chronicles sails through a flooded world where human connection matters more than survival. A devoted crew searches scattered islands for their missing captain, building bonds through shared conversations and collective choices. The rhythm stays calm, favoring meaningful dialogue over action, with decisions subtly shaping relationships. Branching paths, character perspectives, and optional discoveries encourage multiple voyages. Lush painted visuals and a gentle acoustic score create a warm atmosphere, forming a tender narrative voyage.
Taking card game.
Dungeon Village 2 is a highly engaging town-building RPG that keeps players returning for hours. Managing villagers, crafting equipment, and preparing heroes for quests is satisfying and strategic, giving plenty of choices for planning. The game balances resource management with light combat in a way that's easy to grasp, yet offers depth for careful thinking. Daily events and evolving challenges keep the gameplay fresh, while upgrading shops, facilities, and attractions adds a rewarding sense of progress. It's simple to pick up and fun to revisit regularly. Pepper Grinder is a fast-paced thrill ride packed with momentum-based action and clever level design. The drill mechanic is incredibly satisfying, creating an addictive loop of digging, launching, and collecting treasure. Its colorful pixel art pops with energy, and the soundtrack matches the game's quick tempo. Precision platforming mixed with inventive enemy encounters keeps things fresh across every stage. For fans of kinetic arcade-style adventures, it's an absolute gem that hooks hard and doesn't let go. Lone Ruin is a fast-paced, neon-drenched roguelike that pulls you in with its vibrant visuals and satisfying combat loop. The magic-based gameplay feels fluid and responsive, with a great variety of spells to experiment with. Each run offers a fresh challenge, keeping things engaging without ever feeling unfair. The synth-heavy soundtrack perfectly complements the chaotic action, making every battle feel intense and stylish. It's one of those games that's easy to pick up but hard to put down, especially if you love challenging, arcade-style shooters. Nuclear Quirk meets feathered determination in Atomic Owl. Players guide a resilient owl through a retro-styled world filled with traps, puzzles, and relentless adversaries. Gameplay stays brisk, demanding quick spatial awareness and precise movement across complex stages. Boss encounters test adaptability and reflexes with memorable confrontations. Collectible upgrades and hidden routes reward thorough exploration beyond the obvious path. Bold retro visuals and an energetic chiptune soundtrack reinforce its playful yet challenging tone. A compact action title with genuine personality. XX reimagines classic platforming through procedurally generated chaos. Two heroes battle through ever-shifting robot fortresses, each run assembling fresh configurations that demand improvisation over memorization. Movement feels tight and responsive, with wall jumps and precision dashing creating rhythm that rewards aggressive play. Permanent upgrades build power between attempts, while daily challenges add competitive angles. What starts as nostalgic homage evolves into something distinctly modern, where mastery comes from reading patterns in real time. Timelie is a beautifully crafted puzzle game that turns time manipulation into an art form. Guiding a girl and her cat through a silent, surreal world feels both tense and poetic. The ability to scrub time forward and back like a video timeline adds a unique twist to problem solving. This mechanic makes every puzzle feel rewarding. Its minimalist visuals and haunting soundtrack create a calm, mysterious atmosphere that pulls everything together. There's a quiet brilliance here, subtle, clever, and emotionally resonant in ways few puzzle games manage. Grapple Dog, a compelling 2D pixel art platformer, will have you on the edge of your seat. Take control of Pablo, the Grapple Dog, and utilize your incredible grappling hook to overcome difficult barriers. With thrilling action-packed gameplay, rich environments to explore, and a cast of charming characters, this game provides hours of fun for gamers of all ages. Don't pass up the opportunity to go on an amazing adventure full of fun and excitement. Prepare to swing, leap, and grab gems in this vibrant and quirky game that will have you wanting more. Everspace Stellar Edition is a graphically spectacular space roguelike that blends fast-paced dogfighting, exploration, and light RPG elements. Each run seems unique owing to procedurally created sectors, and the risk-reward mechanism keeps you engaged. The controls are surprisingly fluid, and the improved visuals in this edition look great on a portable device. Crafting, ship improvements, and an intriguing sci-fi environment add depth without becoming overpowering. The additional DLC greatly enhances the experience, making it a must-have for lovers of space warfare and roguelike adventures. Do Not Feed the Monkeys turns voyeurism into a clever puzzle game packed with dark humor and constant curiosity. Watching strangers through hacked cameras slowly turns into piecing together secrets, side stories, and strange routines that reward attention and patience. Choices matter, temptation is everywhere, and resisting or acting can change outcomes in unexpected ways. The writing stays sharp, the mood stays tense, and curiosity keeps pulling attention back for one more in-game day. Every session builds pressure as time, money, and morals collide. Feudal steel and measured violence define Samurai SHODOWN, a weapon-based fighter built on precision and restraint. Legendary warriors from rival clans clash across a turbulent era, each shaped by distinct disciplines and devastating techniques. Every match builds quiet tension before erupting into sharp exchanges, rewarding spacing, reads, and measured patience. A deep roster, online competition, and ghost data provide lasting depth, while striking traditional art and formidable boss fights complete a refined fighting classic. The Karate Kid Street Rumble is an exciting pixel art, side-scrolling beat-em-up adventure game. You can relive the thrills of the first three legendary The Karate Kid movie from the 1980s. Immerse yourself in a brilliantly designed pixel art environment, addressing legendary moments with spectacular 16-bit realism. The game boasts a classic storyline, compelling battle systems, big boss fights, and 12 stages inspired by the original trilogy. Enjoy the vintage chiptune soundtrack and join forces with pals for an amazing battle experience. Fans of the oldies should not miss out on this game. PowerSlave Exhumed is a new version of the classic console game. The game takes players on a trip through the ancient Egyptian city of Karnak, where hostile extraterrestrial forces have arrived, isolating the residents and causing mayhem. Key features include immersive first-person action, over 20 levels of non-stop gameplay, completely 3D-generated scenery, and the ability to cross dangerous bridges and submerged caverns. Players can also equip themselves with a wide range of weaponry such as hand grenades, flamethrowers, M60 machine guns, and mystical Cobra staffs. SuperEpic is a Metroidvania-style action-adventure game that includes a classic narrative mode, handmade levels, and numerous endings, RPG-style weapon and armor upgrading system, an extensive combo-based combat system, an unlockable procedural roguelite mode, optional cross-media content, and fast-paced non-linear exploration. The game has a big linked universe, configurable combat, and an in-game currency-based upgrade system. More powerful skills can be activated by pressing a precise sequence of keys. Treasures of the Aegean turns exploration into a thrilling race against time. Its hand-drawn comic art pops with color, and the looping time mechanic keeps each run fresh. The puzzles are smart without slowing momentum, and movement across crumbling ruins feels slick and responsive. The time loop mechanic keeps each run engaging. There's a sense of urgency that fuels every discovery, while the mysterious story adds just enough intrigue to keep pushing forward. A game that respects curiosity and rewards persistence at every turn. Dadish 3D starts on an exciting 3D platforming journey to save his wayward children from a fast food underworld. The game has 50 stages, each of which tests your abilities and reflexes. Along the journey, you'll face fast food-themed foes like sly fries and burgers. Your aim is to find 49 tiny radishes and one noisy possum, which are concealed throughout the stages. You'll also ride on a massive hamburger with a murky history. You'll fight 5 bosses. Each of them has its own set of problems and methods. The game is enhanced with a fascinating music and amazing visuals. Superliminal turns perception into a playground, challenging players to rethink how objects and space interact. Each puzzle stretches logic in clever ways, making even simple tasks feel inventive. The gradual escalation of complexity keeps engagement high, and the visual perspective tricks are consistently clever, prompting both thought and laughter. Progressing through the game encourages experimentation and rewards curiosity, creating a sense of accomplishment with each solved puzzle. It's a unique test of observation and imagination. Olija stands out with striking pixel art and a world shaped by tension, folklore, and quiet intrigue. Combat feels responsive, and the harpoon adds a strategic layer that keeps encounters engaging without becoming overwhelming. Each new region reveals small narrative touches that deepen the sense of mystery, supported by a moody soundtrack that enriches the tone. Exploration remains rewarding throughout, and the subtle storytelling encourages curiosity, making the journey feel consistently meaningful and memorable.
Hear this. Are you on that space station yet?
Still, there is a wonderfully designed, introspective puzzle adventure that combines profound storyline with hard brain challenges. Set in a lonely space station, the game takes you on an emotional journey full of mystery, comedy, and sadness. The puzzles seem organic, frequently requiring you to think like a genuine engineer rather than simply addressing abstract problems. Its unsettling atmosphere and moving tales set it apart, providing a unique combination of science fiction and emotional drama.
You don't want to, but you must hear this. Look around you.
One Dog Story is an immersive pixel adventure game with RPG features, engaging gameplay, and finely designed characters. The game includes difficult boss encounters, various landscapes, distinct gameplay options, total immersion in the game universe, an abundance of weapons and upgrades, excellent sound effects and music, numerous endings, hidden secrets, and treasures. The protagonist awakens in a subterranean laboratory, free from a horrible occurrence. They find partners among diverse species and set out on a mission to reclaim lost memories. Last Beat Enhanced is a slick throwback to classic beat-em-ups with a modern polish. The art style pops with vibrant pixel visuals, and the soundtrack fuels every punch and combo with adrenaline. Controls are tight and responsive, making each fight feel satisfying and skill-based. Co-op mode adds tons of replay value, especially with friends. The added enhancements over the original bring smoother animations and more refined gameplay. It's a joyful, fast-paced brawler that nails both nostalgia and fun in equal measure. Ravva and the Cyclops Curse brings retro magic to life with colorful pixel art and intuitive gameplay that recalls the 8-bit era. Each of Ravva's summons feels unique, creating light puzzle solving across clever level design. Boss fights are simple yet satisfying, and the chiptune soundtrack fits perfectly with the nostalgic atmosphere. It's short but never drags, striking a great balance between action and pacing. For anyone who grew up on classic side-scrollers, this feels like stepping into a lost gem from the past. Revenant Dogma is a classic-style JRPG that feels comforting if you grew up with turn-based adventures. The story leans into themes of gods, power, and identity, giving it a layer of depth beyond its straightforward setup. Battles are easy to understand but have enough variety with skills and transformations to stay engaging. The retro-inspired visuals and music add to its charm, making it feel familiar yet fresh. It's not trying to reinvent the genre, but instead offers a solid and enjoyable journey that's easy to settle into and stick with. Teppo in the Secret Ancient City is a delightful surprise, blending clever puzzles with a charming art style that feels like a living storybook. The level design is thoughtful and rewarding, encouraging exploration without ever feeling overwhelming. Teppo himself is an instantly likable character, and the unfolding mystery keeps you hooked from start to finish. The soundtrack adds a layer of magic, perfectly complementing the game's atmosphere. It's a wonderfully crafted adventure that's both relaxing and engaging, a hidden gem well worth discovering. Dyna Bomb 2 is a fast arcade shooter that rewards quick thinking and smart positioning. Enemy waves keep pressure high, while varied stages stop repetition from setting in. Explosions are punchy, controls stay responsive, and scoring systems push replay runs. Boss fights test pattern reading rather than luck, making wins satisfying. Retro visuals and energetic sound design add personality, turning short sessions into addictive runs worth revisiting again and again, especially for fans of classic score chasing action and arcade challenges. Inukari Chase of Deception is a classic vintage platforming game that seeks to restore order and harmony in a world where humans have lost respect for animals. The game has 24 levels spread across 3 planets, rich pixel art images, exciting gameplay with a distinct tempo, seamless action, and boss fights and an uplifting 8-bit music. The game is intended to be fast-paced and exciting, with players rushing to acquire objects while defeating foes and bosses. Players must restore order and reconnect people with nature. Chasm is a well-crafted action-adventure that mixes exploration and challenge in a satisfying way. The pixel art is charming, and the soundtrack fits perfectly with the mysterious underground world. Combat feels responsive, and discovering new areas always brings a sense of reward. The procedural map design keeps each run fresh without feeling random. It's a game that respects your time while still offering plenty to uncover. A solid pick for anyone who enjoys classic-style adventures with modern touches. Helvetii is a 2D action roguelike game that delves into the ancient mythology and history of the Helvetii tribes, as well as myths from other civilizations. Players take control of several characters, such as a ferocious young warchief, a naive fox-turned-man, or a smart druid, and utilize their distinct fighting talents to battle monsters and put an end to the rot that has taken over the land and their hearts. Players can wield a variety of abilities, ranging from primeval deities with otherworldly abilities to legendary goods. Shadows stretch across fractured landscapes in Rumbral, a moody action-adventure driven by resilience. A lone warrior navigates hostile terrain marked by ancient ruins and lurking adversaries. Combat flows with deliberate pacing, rewarding careful positioning and measured strikes over reckless engagement. Environmental hazards and formidable boss encounters demand adaptability and steady focus. Hidden upgrades and branching routes encourage exploration beyond the main path. Muted color palettes and a somber ambient score reinforce its atmospheric tension. A focused adventure shaped by discipline and thoughtful progression.